At the beginning, we see Zaza besitted with an upset face and feels like she's about to cry. Madlomo comes and tries to know what happened, and Zaza says everyone is blaming her for the video of her and Ntuthuko, and it's always a woman's fault, but Madlomo tries to console her and assures her that no matter what, whenever age feels low, she can come to her and talk to her heart out. Then she asks Zaza if she has been to the clinic. Zaza says she's fine and she don't need to go to the clinic. Scene shifts to Kogopolo's house. Thoriso and Poco enter the house, and Kogopolo and Talitha were already there, and Thoriso comes forward to make a confession. Poco tries to stop her, but Thoriso thinks it's the best to confess it to her father, and Thoriso confessed that she and Poco are married. Hearing this, Kopolo gets shocked. Kopolo gets angry and grabs Poco's neck angrily in an intention of beating him, but Thoriso stops him. Kopolo and Talitha say Thoriso and Poco should have taken permission from their family, and now they don't approve this marriage, and they'll undo this marriage. And hearing this, Poco and Thoriso say they didn't marry intentionally, they were in love, and they were drunk while all this happened. And Kogopolo gets more furious hearing all this, and Talitha tries to make them understand marriage isn't a joke. Then Thoriso says this was an unplanned, unintentional marriage, but they don't regret about it, and they are happy together. Kopolo feels betrayed and says, "My kids are planning to send me on an early grave, one by one." Hearing this, Thoriso gets shocked and heartbroken, thinking her father is comparing her to her brother Trio. Then Kopolo says he needs some time to process everything. Then Thoriso and Poco leave from there, holding hand. Mo was talking on phone with Bridget's mother and gets to know that Bridget has told her mother that Mo is pregnant. But Mo says, "I have decided to keep it as a secret for now." Then she calls Bridget and shouts on her for revealing her pregnancy to her mom and regrets sharing it with Bridget. Scene shifts back to Zaza and Madlomo. Here, Madlomo says blaming each other isn't the solution, and Zaza replies that Madlomo should talk to her son about that, and Madlomo says she already did, and then she tries to convince Zaza to go to the doctor and do a checkup. It's not for her or Ntuthuko, but Zaza should take care of herself. Meanwhile, Nhloso come back from work, and seeing Zaza, he asks his wife what she is doing here, and Madlomo says she invited her to have some talk. Then Nhloso sits there, and Zaza leaves from there instantly. Then Nhloso tells Madlomo why she invited her here, and Madlomo says Zaza is being blamed for everything, and she needs someone to be there by her side, and her son was also involved in it, so it wasn't Zaza's fault alone. Hearing this, Nhloso gets surprised, because just yesterday, Madlomo was those who were blaming Zaza. Bridget visits Mo and apologizes to her for opening up Mo's pregnancy to her parents, and says she shared it with her just because Mo and Mdala decided against using her eggs. Then she said her parents, her praying for Mo, and they'll never share it to anybody else, and again apologized to Mo. Scene shifts back to Kogopolo's house. Kogopolo and Talitha finally agree to accept Thoriso and Poco's marriage, as they know Thoriso will never obey their wish, so they find it useless to talk about it. Then they give a condition to Poco that he'll have to bring his family to have a discussion about this and follow all the tradition. At first, Poco gets nervous and asks for time to bring his family, but Kopolo gets furious hearing that. Then Poco promises them that he'll bring his family as soon as possible. Then they leave from there. Kabo was exercise, and she mistakenly dropped some paper that were above a chair. While she was picking up the paper, she noticed it's the Uthuli waste sell documents, and it was mentioned in the papers that Uthuli waste is being sold in 17 million rands. Seeing this, Kabo gets shocked. Meanwhile, she heard Mo and Tokolo coming and quickly keeps the papers where it was. Then when Mo and Tokolo come, she tells them she's full sweaty and going for a shower, but she was shocked inside. Thapi comes to meet Thoriso and says he got the news of her marriage with Poco. Thoriso asks if he's okay with it, and Thapi says, "As long as you're happy, I'm happy too." Then they talk about Poco's family, and Thoriso says that her parents organized a get-together with Poco's family, but she thinks it'll be a drama and she's not ready for all this. End.